At this time, I'm going to introduce my boss, Special Agent in Charge, Steve Anthony.
Good morning, everyone. Just want to echo Donna's comments and thank you all for being here. We greatly appreciate it. So as Donna said, my name is Steve Anthony with the Cleveland FBI here. I'm also joined by Commander Jim McPike, the Cleveland Division of Police, and Captain Chris Constantino, of the Elyria Police Department. We're also joined by Miss Yvonne Pointer. I think many of you in this room know she's a well-known anti-violence and victim advocate. You're going to hear from Miss Pointer at the conclusion of our remarks. So this will be the third time that we've officially got together in a press conference setting, and we've had many interviews in between. And we greatly appreciate the media's attention to this matter. We can't thank you enough. So as you are aware, the FBI is working with the Cleveland Division of Police on the May 21st abduction of a 6-year-old in Cleveland, and we're working with the Elyria Police Department on a February 25th attempted abduction of a 10-year-old in Elyria. As we reported last time, our joint investigation has linked the Cleveland and Elyria cases to the same abductor. We are also working with law enforcement throughout the area to try to determine whether this individual is responsible for any other criminal activity, including attempted abductions, and of course, including abductions of any children. Folks, you can see him up here on both sides. We can't emphasize this enough. This is a serial child abductor. He is our prime suspect. He is still out there, and we in the community must apprehend him. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it over to Commander McPike to talk a little bit about what we've found so far. Commander?
Good morning, everyone. I just really want to stress a few key points that are very important. This man is a stranger. He is not afraid to enter homes where there are adults present and take a sleeping child from her bed. This is not related to any type of family dispute. Our victims live in 2 different communities, 35 miles apart. This is a stranger who stalks his victims, waiting for the opportunity to kidnap them. He is dangerous. He is taking children with the intent to harm them. He is a threat to the children in our community. And he targets children. We have video of our suspect in the area where the victim resided days before the actual abduction occurred. Take a look at the timeline. You can see that he planned and prepared for these abductions. What we don't know is why or how he targeted these specific victims. Steve?
Okay. Thank you, Commander. So we have received numerous tips, thanks to you all in the media. Some of the folks we have here in the back of the room are those officers and agents that have been working nonstop, 24/7, to try to follow up every one of these tips. We have another clue that we want to give you today, and as Donna mentioned, we're going to show you the replica vehicle when we conclude here. So, if we can switch to the thing. Our prime suspect drove a 2002 or 2003 Chevy Malibu. So you can see the driver's side fender is a lighter color than the rest of the vehicle. Could be white, could be primer, we just don't know. We're showing this because this is the vehicle that our suspect drove in May when he snatched that little girl from her bed in Cleveland. So sometimes we know when we show a video like this, the suspect may stop driving the vehicle, may try to get rid of the vehicle altogether. We need to know that. If you think this car is yours, or if you think you just bought this vehicle, we need you to come forward with it. If you let someone borrow this vehicle, let us know. It's a very distinctive vehicle, and that's why we want to show it in so many different ways. We're pretty confident that someone in the community will recognize this vehicle. So we also want you to take a good look, of course, at these photos and the video of the suspect, of his movements. We showed that earlier. We'll go back to that. We have a DVD of that. If you notice the way he walks, it's pretty distinctive. We have some things on there. A logo, the shoes, the facial hair, the visor. A lot of distinctive characteristics that we think could lead someone in the community to let us know who this individual is. So we all collectively cannot emphasize this enough. We know from our experience, I think you all know, that someone knows who this man is. He is someone's neighbor, he is someone's coworker, he is someone's relative. So if you think you recognize this person and you think, wow, this person is a nice person, would never think of doing anything like this. Please stop yourself and call. Let the officers and agents sort that out, and we will.